Hi everybody, it's Christy. Oh, my puppy just came in here to say hello. Hello to everybody. Say hello. Say hello. Hi, is everybody doing? It is journal time. Journal time Tuesday, you guys. Journal time Tuesday. Next week, I actually have something a little bit more interesting planned, but tonight I'm going to show you. We are working with our old books that I got, the ones that I got. Guys, stuff is falling in my craft room. The books that I got from the antique mall. So these were $1, and they have seen better days. They're ripped up. They've got just kind of lots of coloring and stuff in them. So we're going to turn these into some journal tags and journal cards tonight. That's all we're doing. So we are going to have fun. Hello, Marlene. Do you know what I noticed? Everybody's comments are coming in very late. There is a very big lag, probably at least a 60-second lag with everybody's comments. Because I put him down already, and you already said that, and I'm just now seeing that comment. Marlene, I'm glad you're not buried in the snow. I'm very glad you're not buried in the snow. Let's keep it that way. So you guys, I'm just using some scrap paper. This is like that clearance paper, but we are also going to work with our scrap paper. And now would be a perfect time to show you what you can do with your scraps, because I have lots of scraps. We always have lots of scraps. These are left over from when I make my ATC card kits. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Becky. Your card was in my mailbox, and the mailman came, and he put my packages. I had like 2 packages come in. Oh shoot, I need to grab one. But he pushed the envelopes to the very back of the mailbox. So I didn't see it for like a day and a half, like 2 days over the weekend. So I look in my mailbox, and the envelopes that I put in there are way back in the back. He didn't see them. So he picked them up today, but your card is on its way. Hi, Mom. Thank you for opening the craft box, you guys. Okay. So we're going to be we're doing very kitschy things tonight because of my bright colors. I also have some fabric. I got my paper cutter, and we're using scraps. And then we can also use some of our smaller pads. You guys, the clearances are going to start coming soon for the craft stores. I know Michael's, I don't know what date. When I find out, I will let you know. And I'm probably going to grab a couple of those surprise $10 boxes just so we have them. But the clearances are going to start soon because they're bringing out more things for the year. So keep an eye out on your stores. So yes, I know a lot of people are against, doing the books. But when they look like this, you guys, this is something that you can definitely do to repurpose them. And it's honestly, it's lived its life. It's lived a nice long life. This is a 1961 book. Okay. It says this book belongs to Daria Cowman, whoever that is. Wouldn't that be funny if one of our followers came on and it was their book when they were little? Now, I will say this book particularly came from Melbourne, Florida, because that's where we were over the weekend. So I just love the little illustrations. Look at this. I love that. So I think we're going to cut her out and make her into a little, we'll go ahead and do that. So we are, if this bothers you, this may not be the page or the project for you, but you should be getting yours soon. Oh, Becky, I did get mine, and I have it in the next room. I did. I got mine Saturday is when it came. Oh, I came back Sunday, but it came Saturday. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this page because this page is very, messed up, and we're just going to use her. So I'm going to pull that one out, and then I'll show you guys what else. Oh, this is really cute. She's got like little vegetables here. You want to look for your better images, that aren't colored on. This one is kind of funny. She's got like a cat, slipped my berry basket under him and scooped him up. Oh, how fast I ran and how that fish slapped my face, flip, flop, flop, floop with this wet tail. We're reading kids' books and how funny they were. Hi, Deborah. Hello, Lindsay. Look at this. So some of you may or may not have seen my haul, but I got this book for $1 and it's a 1961 book. It's from Top Tales. It's in very, very, very bad shape. So we're turning them into, hi, Missy. We're turning them into little journal cards today. So I always wonder, oh, this is really cute. We might turn, that was just so funny, that little part of the book. Okay. So we'll take a couple out of this book. And then I have this one. This is a Hanna-Barbera. Hello, you're new here, Deborah. Well, thank you for letting me know. Where are you from? Welcome on in. We're having fun. We're taking our old books that are beat up or colored in. I found these. Look at this is falling apart literally in my hands. I found these at a antique store and they were only $1. So we're going to take some of our pictures out and we're going to repurpose them into tags. Great year, laugh out loud. Oh, you're from Nebraska. My goodness. I know everybody's cold right now. So this is a really cute, it says Home Sweet Home and they're eating cheese. So I think we'll turn that one into, you know, because these books have seen better days. Or I'm just going to pick a couple out. Now, I have to say, I have not yet found a purpose for when you're in a story book and it's like a scary, not a scary, but like a trouble. You know how there's always a plot to something. There's always a problematic or critical or some kind of criteria that's happening in the story. Like this dog, he's very angry at something. Okay, so you would think, what do you do with this? I have not yet found a purpose, but you don't have to use every page. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Hi, Robbie. How are you? So we got the mouse eating cheese, and let me see. There's a little cat in this one. This is, has anyone ever heard this one? Mush Mouse and the Pumpkin Puss, the country cousins. Well, they're very country. He's just going to the farm, you guys. Hello, Dee. How are you? I'm going to get this one. We'll leave this one out with the, it looks like, oh, you love my sweatshirt. Thank you. It looks like the cat's trying to oh, you know what? This one is even cute too. I can't do both. Sometimes you can hold it up in the light and see if you can get 2 images out of it, but this one you can't, but that's okay. This one, he's kind of chasing that mouse. That actually might be a cute one. Okay, so we're going to start with these. I did want to show you, though, this was another one I got, and it's Donald Duck. I don't know what year this one is. This is some Random House, New York. You guys are, I am so familiar with a lot of these books, a lot of these book companies. Some of them are still around. Some of them are not. I kind of want to do this little, now here's another thing that you can do. If you are so torn with what side of the book you want to actually cut out, you can technically take this to your copier and put it down and color copy it and have 2 place, you know, make 2 of them. We're just going to do Donald and his little plane. So I don't know if we'll get through all of these, but my mom's yelling color copy. Hi, Karen. Karen, I sent your invoice out today. Your kit is ready. I had to put a little extra goodies in for you and Christy. But you guys yours will be out tomorrow. So all the kits are done and out, and I'm so excited. All right, so I'm going to show you guys what we're using. So we got this one, this one, this one, and this one. These. So I am so excited that you guys are here. All right. Now, obviously, if you're new here, every first and last Tuesday of every month, I do journal time, which we either play in our journal or I teach you something that you can put in your journal. Sometimes we make journal charms. Sometimes we just, you know, do our spreads and things like that. I have not worked in this baby in a while, and I think I'm going to make a couple tags for in here. So I just kind of wanted to show you, this is kind of like my, this is like an everyday journal. It's not specific to what we do normally, like for holidays and things. Bought some on TikTok Shop, but only came, still waiting for, oh, the other one, only one came. I know. Sometimes you're so excited for something to arrive. I totally get it, girl. Okay, so what is a journaling card? What is a journaling tag? So I don't have a ton of examples here for you because I haven't done so much myself. We have made these in the past. I'm just kind of doing a recap because I know I have a lot of people here. But these are the ones that we've done. And sometimes you just want to do something that's different, or you want to put something in your journal that maybe you want some of this hidden, or if you're just having some deep thoughts and you want it to be a little bit more private, or just to hold things. You could do a tag. This is a tag I made from a kid's book. I just put a playing card in here, but if you want to write something on there, something private, you could make little pockets. We're going to do tags, so that's what this would be like a little tag. And then you can put like your favorite poem or whatever on there. Hi, Tammy. So we've made some of these before. Here's our little one with the little flamingo. And most of these I've made with either scrap paper. Here's another little journaling card. I've used scrap paper or children's books. Now, if you want to put a little bit of, I do have some trim we're going to use. It just kind of sticks out of the book. It just makes it look interesting. This one is just a regular envelope, so you can put your journal cards in your envelopes, especially if you're keeping track of something, or, you know, if you're doing like a countdown for like a cruise coming up or a vacation or something. You know, these are just little simple ideas that I'm giving you guys. So that is why we usually make the cards. So I just wanted to kind of show you the purpose of them and like what you can do. So this was a while back that we made those, but we're going to make some vintage ones tonight. Got to run to the store. Mariah's sick. Oh, I got to give her some stuff. Okay, Melissa, Missy, that's fine. Go ahead. You know I'm here. I'll be probably here chit-chatting when you come back. Please be safe out there. I know it's snowing everywhere. I know it's cold everywhere. It's really crazy out there, you guys. Okay, so what you want to do is, we're going to also use some scraps, and this makes great backgrounds, or just, you know, some extra interest to your cards. So I am going to use, I'm going to see if this will actually fit. So a lot of you have maybe, hi Lucy, a lot of you maybe have never used a hole punch before. This is a very good hole punch, any size really, but the bigger ones are nice. Some of you probably go like this. I used to do that and just, you know, pray it's lining up. Well, I'm starting to use them upside down, and I just want to kind of see. This guy literally may fit in here. Part of his hat will be cut off, but let me see if we could do Donald. Sometimes you just have to, you can cut it down or whatever. I probably need to cut him down a little bit. I don't even have my scissors out, you guys. What is up with me? And you don't have to use this size. These are the only ones I have. Okay, so you see how Donald kind of fits through here? This is what we're going to do. We're going to use it upside down. You use yours upside down too? See, nobody ever taught me that trick. I was probably 40. How old am I? 40 years old when I learned that trick. Okay, and now we have a perfect, especially when we do pages like this, because once it's done, it's done. There's Donald. There he is. He's so cute. Now, of course, you can continue to kind of use this background paper. Like, let's do this little bear, just for the heck of it. So, I'm going to go ahead and stick him. Actually, I need to trim him down. He's kind of cute. I did cut off Donald at the top there, but that's okay. That is okay. Give yourself grace with this. Remember, you never want to spend too much money on a book. And then you love Donald, Deborah? Oh, that's awesome. I love well, you were in the right place, because I'm definitely a Disney girl, and I love Donald too. Okay. And I just go like that, and he comes right out. So we'll probably do a little tag with them. So I'm going to cut my little pieces off first. We could even do this little bird just like as a little extra little thing. This one says bye. It says bye, like bye girl, bye. Oh, how are you doing? Oh, you guys are saying hello to each other. I love it. Okay, so we got those 3 knocked out. We have those in like the little circles. This one, I think I'm going to fussy cut, and then I'm just going to do a regular trim and an edging around him. Now, if you do have special scissors like this, you may consider using those to kind of cut out your little images. This one is more of like a pinking shear type thing, but that's okay. I kind of want to do around them both. We're just going to go for it. So I'm going to actually do a couple different ones for you. All these books are cheap and nice. They are. Yes. Of course, they don't have vintage ones all the time, but they do have some older ones that are outdated or, you know, discounted. I have a ton of books from Ollie. Recently I did a really big haul from there. That was even before Joann's was RIP and sold their stuff to them. So these are just regular craft scissors. A lot of scrapbookers have them. I find these in the thrift store all the time, you guys, and they're good for, you know, adding texture and things to journals. So there's that. Now, I don't know if I want to cut her out and him out and maybe make 2 separate tags or keep that together. So, oh, you love my I know, I've had this for 2 years now. I absolutely love it. I really do. Okay, so we're going to toss this because we've got our image off of there. And then this little girl's so cute. Look at, she got her granny on that side. But we're going to go for this. We're just going to cut her out. I'm going to just do a fussy cut with her. I'll take my little, nope, that's not the scissors I want. So basically, what I like to do is play around with all. Looks cute together. Yes, you want it that. I think I'm going to keep them together. That'll be a bigger tag, but that's okay. I'm going to fussy cut her out just a bit. We're going to leave a little bit of a border on her. When you are working with like patterns and like pattern paper, if you don't have a solid in between, your image does get lost sometimes. So when you do a fussy cut, like say this right here, I'm going to leave this orange border on because it's going to help her pop out of whatever background we choose. So, by the way, is everybody enjoying the heart a day? Because I sure am. If you guys did not know, I've been doing a series of a heart a day for 30 days. No, I have not done today's heart yet, but I do have a perfect idea of what we're going to do. So I'll be working on that when we're done here. And then I'll probably have dinner first and then come back to it. So I usually stay in here a little bit late because I work during the day, if you guys don't know. Our phones were very, 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 very busy today. And I was a little bit behind on some orders and, not orders, but like the Galentine exchange. By the way, if you did not get a message from me, or I believe I added just about everybody to the chat. So if you signed up and I did forget you, please let me know. But right now, where that part is closed. However, I came up with a great idea. You love the heart a day. I'm trying to stay warm. 12 inches in Rochester. Woo! My family knows all about that life, Lucy. We're from Buffalo. I cut Granny's head off, but that's okay. You love the heart a day. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, so if you missed the Galentine exchange sign up, that is okay. I'm actually working on, I have this great idea. I don't know how it's going to work, so we might do it just kind of as a one-time thing, or if it works, we'll keep doing it. But I'm not even going to tell you guys yet because there's so much going on. There's so much going on next month. Well, when we do this, it'll probably be either March or April. So I'll have another sign up exchange in March and April. In March or April. I can't speak tonight. Okay, so I'm going to cut these little guys out. And I think I'm just going to kind of go with the flow with these because I want to use my edger. And this one, I'm just so torn on what I want to do. Let me see. I have this tag. I might put them on the tag. Hold on. Christy's trying to make decisions. This is the Whitman Publishing Company. Hanna-Barbera has been around for a very, very long time. I know most of you probably know that by now. And we can even like cut out these little ducks in our little hearts. Or not in our hearts. I was talking about hearts. In our little circles. So let me do that real quick. They look angry though. That's okay. It'll be all right. All right, so get him out of there. They're angry ducks. Almost like, what was it, Angry Birds back in the day? Come on. Get out of there. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my little tag with the little mouse here. Mush Mouse. Mush Mouse, I guess is his name. I don't know. That's what it says. All right, so now we've cut our images out in different ways. And now I'm going to go ahead and move on. We're going to move these out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and kind of get some scrap paper together and do this. My husband and I didn't go to a Bible study. It was too cold. I'm surprised they didn't cancel it again. And there is a lot of snow. You don't want to be out there, you know, with technology nowadays. At least we can, you know, attend online if your church offers that. I know it's scary. I lived up north in the snow for a few years as an adult, not as a child. But as an adult, and I moved back to Florida. I couldn't take it. I'm going to use my corner rounder. And I'm just going to kind of make these little guys corners. And this just kind of softens up that square. And you can do them to all of them, but that's really cute the way it is. So... all right, so now we have all our pieces. What are we to do? I'm going to pull this down so you guys can see what we're doing. I think you threw the circles in the trash. Did I? Oh, I did. Thank you. That is my chatterbutt talking. Thank you. Your church canceled too. Yes, best to stay in. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Lori. Okay. I'm going to take, I do have this really cute, like, checkered paper. And when there's no real rhyme or reason. We're just going to cut. And we can use some of our cutters. But I also want to make a little bit of patchwork going on. And that's what I think I'm going to do with this one. So, let me move this out of the way so you guys can see what we're doing. And we're going to embellish it and everything too. So, I want to see about, I think I'm going to keep this pretty long. I'm going to keep all of my pieces over here so I don't throw them in the trash again. I'm going to keep them all together over here. And we're just working one at a time. So, I want it right up to that pink line. So, let me get my cutters. My cutter there, and then we're gonna do it up to like that pink line, so you can even put your image in there if you wanted. I think I did a heart with this. It looks like I did. I don't remember, you guys. I don't remember. Hi, Amy. Hi, Estella. You live in the snow till you're 3. I am staying warm. You guys would laugh at me if I told you. I'm going to do the corner rounder. You guys would laugh at me if I told you how many layers of clothes I have on right now. If any of you saw my meme this morning, you'll get it. You'll understand. Okay. So I want to break this up just a little bit. I want to add a little bit of color. And I don't think I'm going to make this one a pocket, but you could always do that if you wanted and put something on the back end. And we still might do that. But I kind of want to just put a little piece of paper there just to kind of break it up. So it's a little less, I don't know. I like kitschy things sometimes. So I'm going to just cut this. Actually, I'm going to cut it with this. So our pattern piece will show on that side. And I'm just going to kind of make it like to a corner. If that bothers you and you're like OCD or whatever, you can make it straight. But I'm going to kind of put it in as a corner. So, stay. I have all kinds of fabric and stuff with me too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of just glue these things down on our piece. I'll bring that over just a bit. Okay, and now we'll deal with this one. Again, this is totally, you could do this with any type of paper, whatever imagination you have. I just really like the antique, like vintage storybook, right? Like kitschy look right now. Bright colors, you know, all of that. Okay. So this would be a good way to start, and this would be like your tag sticking out. Now, if you wanted to leave this a pocket, you could do that. It is very windy here. Yes, it is. Amy, it's windy there too. I know everybody's ready for spring as soon as not even before February hits. Everybody's ready for spring already. It's like you take the Christmas tree down. Okay, it snowed for Christmas. We're happy. Let's do spring now. I totally get it. So what I would do is I would maybe make a little like border, and then I would journal right here. So again, this style can be any style you want. It's not, you know, you don't have to do what I'm doing. But let's see. Just kind of eyeballing everything. And look, you have the clouds or the rainbows. I kind of like the rainbows now that I flipped this over. So we're going to use the rainbows. The rainbow stripes, not the rainbows. So, and then you could either put this in a pocket or, you know, put it in, you could even clip it into your journal. So this is where you would journal. And say it was, you know, you took like an art class or something. You could write about taking an art class. I'm just making up whatever. So there's one piece. So that's like a bigger piece. Okay. I would even go as far as to, you can even add more detail on this. We're going to do it because this, does it really go? Does it really go? It kind of goes with her vest. I feel like this is kind of like what her vest would be. Let me just see. This ribbon was given to me by my lovely friend Sharon, who is probably at work right now. But thank you, Sharon, when you're watching the replay, because I know she probably will. I have to see her soon because I'm so excited, you guys. She has my shirts. So I ordered some shirts and with my logo on them. And yes, I'm using the same glue. I'm using a glue stick. It will work. It will work for the purpose. I do have my hot glue plugged in over here just in case. But you guys can use fabric and you can even sew. I know that there are several of you that love to sew paper. And I would say this would be really cute to go around the whole card in like a really pretty bright color. You want those bright colors to come through. But that kind of put it together because it makes me think like that came off of her little vest. Because it's very, it gives me like Rapunzel, not Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel vibes. I don't know why. It just does. Okay. So next I'm going to go ahead and take some of my scraps. Let's take our scraps and put them together because we've done this before too. But I want to show you what you can do because this is... It's super fun to do this. It's kind of like quilting, but with paper. So you can just take rando sheets of paper, whatever you want, and kind of make yourself your own like little design. And then you can put your little pieces on like whatever you wanted to do. Like I think for this one, I feel like she would go cute right there. That one's too... I definitely don't want to do Donald on here though. But I love the yellow. I just love this color yellow. It's so bright and airy. So let me just get these on. Hi Linda, how are you? I'm glad you guys are liking this. Okay, so again, we're just going to take our little glue stick and kind of go through. I'm going to leave this different textures. And then if you hear a video game, it's my husband. He's playing video games. And we're going to kind of just stick them on top of each other until we get what we like. And you could even go as, you know, use your shears if you have them. You can go every which way. You love this, Lucy? Hi, Christy. So that I would say would be a good start for like a background. Now, I do have these. These were just in my stash. They're like little polka dots. We can put a couple little polka dots on here. And look, you guys, we could even use our little ducks, even though they're angry ducks. But we can use our little angry ducks and make like a little angry duck tag, right? Because why not? Okay. Or we could use whatever else we have. I don't know about using her. I think I might choose something else for her. I'm just going to stick the little circles on here because they're a little smaller than the circles that we used. It's just fun to kind of layer paper. I'm good. Been working on a mermaid journal. A mermaid journal. Are those whimsy ones that you like, Linda? Oh my gosh, I want to see. You guys, Linda is a really big, she doesn't have a page or anything. She needs to get one. I keep telling her. You do love it? She's really good at ATCs. I am so impressed by her ATCs. And we actually got paired up for the exchange. Okay. So we could also like tuck this circle over this just to kind of give it a little bit more depth. But there's that. Now we'll make this one into a tag and I'm just going to use my hemp cord, but you can use whatever you want. Actually, no, we'll use some ribbon. I've got enough. I'm going to use my hole punch, and lately I've just been, you can use a regular hole punch, but lately I've been using my crocodile hole punch because there's two different sizes that you can do. So if you have a thinner ribbon, you can put it through this hole, or if you have the bigger hole, you can put bigger ribbon through it. So I'm just going to do that. And you could take another piece of paper like at the back. My hubby. And if it's, especially if it's got like notebook paper. Hi, Terry. And then just kind of leave that in there. And then that way that's like a whole nother, and then that would what you would journal on or put a picture on it, whatever you wanted. Use modeling paste over stencil. That sounds interesting. Did you do like waves? Is it for your mermaid journal? Oh, I can't wait to see. Okay. So let me move this out of the way. And my books we'll just put down here. You guys, I need more space in life. I need more space. Ooh, this is perfect. This is vintage, actually. I got it from a thrift store. Look at that ribbon. It's so cute. Okay, I just read that. Sorry, I'm rereading. All right. This is just going to have a plain old little tag, but we may have to kind of jab this in here a little bit. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm using this just because it's got some antique type feel, and it's rainbow, so it'll work. I just fed it through that hole. You don't want to rip it too much, but I mean, if it goes, it goes. All right, and then gently kind of pull this. And of course, make it longer. Don't be a stinge like me. But I kind of like the way the tag looks right there. Let me see. Or you could do the traditional method, which is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pull one side through. Actually, that's the side I don't want it to go on. Hold please. I guess it doesn't matter as long as one. I know. Tomorrow I will add watercolor. Ooh, that sounds so cool. Hi, Chloe. My dog just came in here. I don't know what she wants. So, and that is how you would make a tag out of your scraps. And the more and more you do it, the better and better you get at it. And I'm actually going to go in and just be a little extra and put a little corner rounder on these edges. Even though you do the pinking, I'm going to call it the pinking shears, but the decorative scissors, you can still do, you'll still get that edge up into the end. So there's that. That is so cute. We can add a little extra something to it too. We could even go back in here and add a little bit more. Or we could do like Linda did and put some modeling paste to it. Whatever you guys wanted to do. We could even put some texture on it with, and I did this with my heart already, one of them. Oh, look at this. Don't ask me where I got some of this stuff, guys, because I'm not going to remember. This is like my whole stash here. I found pom-pom ribbon. Oh, and they're yellow. I love it. Hold on. This is over here. I'm not going to bring this whole thing over there, you guys. Hi, Becca Boo. Oh my gosh. Look I cut it perfectly. Oh, I couldn't have done that again if I tried. And we're just going to put a little fabric on it because I love fabric with paper. I think it just adds a little something to it. Ah! And we have our angry, we're working with tags and antique books, Becca. I'm back with my Journal Time Tuesdays. It was a little rough to do it in the month of January, or not January, December, because that was when, Christmas was and everything. So I'm just using fabric tack to put it down, you guys. Nothing fancy here. And they do have this pom-pom ribbon at Dollar Tree. Grab it when you see it, because sometimes I see it and sometimes I don't. You've been MIA. Why have you been MIA, my dear? I've seen you. I've seen your posts. I can't always respond because I'm working, but... Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. Super cute. And again, write pictures, whatever you want to do. If you go to like the lake with your kids or something, you feed the ducks, that would be a cute little picture right there. And you could talk about feeding the ducks. Okay. Moving on. We're still gonna work with our scrap paper, but I'm gonna get another one out. I kind of want to do a blue background for this little girl. You guys, I got this for like $1.74 at Hobby Lobby, and it was clearanced out. You better believe I took it all. Not really. I think I left some of it. I haven't been able to engage with other people's posts. Oh, you're not in jail, are you? Thank you, Karen. You're not in jail, are you, girl? Facebook has been so wonky lately. All right. So here is my thoughts on this, you guys. I want to put down, I kind of like this background. We're just going to go with this background because we're going to add to it too. I kind of want to leave this part of her like flowing outside of the page. That's allowed. Who says it's not? If this was a different situation and it was going up, this would be cool to kind of stick out of the journal at the top. But you want to brace it with something. But it's okay. I think we're good. I think we're good just making it like this. So your girl is not going to use her paper cutter because y'all are here. You guys know how to use a paper cutter by now, I'm sure. So I'm going to take some of this too and put that down. Almost like washi tape, and you can use washi tape. Still recovering from your eye surgery. I didn't know you had eye surgery, girl. I forgot to shut this, y'all. That's not good. There's a whole clump there. I'm just going to use it so I can get it off. Always, always, always cover your glue right away. Aw, I hope you do well. I hope you still recover well. When the heck? I didn't know you were having eye surgery. My friend just had, she just had a bunch of mouth work done, like her teeth and stuff. She said it was scary for her. I can't imagine. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of scrap. And one thing you can do is instead of, you know, trying to measure, you can just put it down and then cut it later. I didn't tell anyone about it until last week. Oh, I missed your live. Hi, Lisa. How are you, Lisa? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Now, look, I did put a little glue back here, right? That's okay. We can hide it. We'll put a little piece of thin just to kind of help brace the back of this. You know what I mean? How in the world did I get it on there? Okay. And then we'll just cut it off. We'll cut it here and here. You guys, I had no plan coming in, so it's just kind of chill. This one is just kind of chill. Now, if you didn't put this on already, actually, we can still do it. I'm going to go ahead and round that corner off, and then I'll glue that one on. I'm glad you're good, Lisa. Are you staying warm? It's cold everywhere, it seems like. Okay. That's going to bother me if I don't get that up. Please hold. It's just a little piece of that Fabri-Tac glue. Okay. So there's that. That one's really cute. I want to add something else though. I think if we did a little bit of fabric but I want to do the fabric a certain way. Bad cataracts. Oh, both my grandmothers went through that. Trace one in your right eye. I'm watching my right eye to get worse. And most of the time, it affects both. Oh, everybody's wishing you well, Becca. Most time I know it does affect both, but let's if it's not affecting both, we're not going to wish that upon anybody. All right, so I am going to show you guys how I do like a little pleated thing, and I know a lot of our crafters I know on the other platform. I have to watch what I say because apparently they're getting mad that we're saying other platforms now. They have done this method as well, and I think it's really cute. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of this. I'm going to cut it long enough, and I'll show you why, even though we're probably not going to put it up the whole tag. So this is just nice and bright colors. It's just kind of what I had on hand. And we are going to put a little bit of a pleated fabric on here. And I think it was my friend, was it you? Are you here, Robbie? I think Robbie said she calls them gathers. I think that's what she called them. And I was like, that's a great name for it. And I love it. I'm just going to curl that in. Okay. So I'm going to put this down a little bit. Just to kind of get this on started. And then we're going to go ahead and kind of pleat it. And you can use paper clips, or you just put a little piece of glue and then you pleat it again. And you could use paper clips or clothespins, whatever you have on hand, to kind of hold it together. And then you just kind of go up. That's why I like the checkered patterns when you do this, because the checker patterns, it keeps your stuff straight, because I don't do things straight all the time. That's so cute. I know, isn't it? You don't have to use I love the kitschy right now. It's definitely one of my faves. Now, I will say you could try different glue, tacky glue. I'm just using this fabric tap because it's here and I know it works well, but it is a little pricey. So wait till you have a coupon. I know they barely do coupons anymore. When's the last time anybody got a coupon from that's not one of their rewards, from Michaels? I haven't seen a coupon in forever. And I do belong to their club, too. I don't know why I can't ever get one. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on here. Now, that is a little pleated piece. And that would be really cute. And these are really good to put on the sides. Like, I would have this kind of clipped on the outside of my journal, like this, so you guys could see it. And you don't have to do it all the way up to the edge. I kind of left a little bit of the edge off. I didn't want to do it too much though. So I'm just giving you ideas, Karen, that's all. I'm just here for the ideas. Next week we'll do something a little bit different. I believe I'm in an event next week, but it's still going to be journaling. All right, this thing is bubbling up, so I'm going to put that back. I'm going to take this off after when it dries. You get your coupons in the app. I don't want to put the app on my phone. I just don't ever see the coupons anymore, but I don't like the app either. You guys, don't make me use the app. Tell me I can't. All right. Oh, I did bring this out too to do something with. I wanted to do something with this card, but we're working with books, so maybe we'll have time. All right, so now we have 3 things. So we made this little journaling card, And then we made this tag. And then we made this little journaling card. I'm going to keep it as a card. I think we should do it. They did away with the coupons. I get some from time to time, but I think the rewards thing is what's kind of keeping it alive right now. And I will say it stinks because you have to spend money to get the rewards, which is not fair because some of us don't have that money to spend. It's just so silly to me. I don't know. I can't with those people right now. My store is full of Christmas. It's full of Christmas because even with 70% off, it's not worth it. I can go to Ross or TJ Maxx and get something the same price that it is on clearance there. So I'm definitely holding out for maybe some of those mystery boxes. So at least I have something worth giving. You get coupons on your emails. See, I have emails. I want to say I saw one like a few weeks ago and it was only good for a couple days. And it was like, oh, I can't get to the store in a couple days. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I have no idea. Okay. So what else are we going to do? I want to make something with our little mouse and we're going to do a tag. Let's do a tag. Let's do a tag. I want to do something with this yellow piece that I have left. And I think this is a good way to do it. It kind of breaks it up or whatever. And then I have another piece. Okay. So I'm going to put together some of these. They're pieces of fabric. Their pieces of fabric are great. Yes, I know. I also like the quarters, the fat quarters at the Hobby Lobby. I do get those from time to time. I need to put those in like a separate container though, because they get buried with my big fabric. You tell him, sister. I think the last one I got was before Christmas in an email. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. You gotta, like, it's like the only reward you if they spend money, which I guess is why it's called rewards, but still, like, do you want me to shop here at all? I just say, you hear me. Linda, you understand. All right, I want to break this up a little bit with a little bit of color because it is matching it, but it's very kind of boring. And I don't like to be boring. But I think we're going to turn this into a tag. Okay, let's just glue it. We're just going to glue it. Christy needs brain food, apparently. Oh, we still have our circles, too. Well, that's fine. All right, so I'm just going to kind of go in with my... I'm just going to do these two colors. I try to coordinate, and sometimes you can coordinate things, and you don't have to. But sometimes it looks good that way. And I like to kind of stagger everything too. It's just whatever your style is. But I just wanted to show you guys what you could do with your older books that may otherwise not have very much life left. That's definitely something. And then we'll put our little mouse friend right here. So some of you said that you had some of these books when I was showing it on my haul. Which books did you guys have that you cannot forget about? I will always remember the Clifford series was huge, and so was Berenstain Bears at my school. I'm going to cut this, you guys, but first I want to put a little bit of this on there. It's got a little... I know I'm out of the shot. This was from Joann's. R.I.P. Joanne. I just want to, it just kind of goes with it. It's a little dull, but that flashy just kind of gets me. I like it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut it, and I'm going to cut it right on the end so that that raw piece of that yellow kind of gets off of there. And even though this is shaped in a tag, we're going to turn it into another tag. Pinocchio. Hi, Janelle. The Three Bears. Yep, all the classics. All the classics on that one. You guys, I'm going to use my glue stick on this because that's how great this glue is. I trust it. So just, these are a little harder because they're zigzags, so just be careful. You're probably going to have to wipe your spot down. Did I lose some of you? No, I didn't. Aww. And there's one particular book that I remember my great-grandmother bought me from, it was KB Toy Stores. Yes, I remember that. And it was a little golden book, but it was the smaller golden books. Sesame Street, yes. Sesame Street, wow. And now they're starting another Muppet series. You guys, it's a limited series, but I love it. So here is a trick I'm going to teach you. When you have your little piece that you cut off to make it even on this side, you're going to use this as your, wait, what was it again? I think it was, yes. So you'll go on this side. I had to remember what the heck I did. So you'll go on this side and put your little end to end there, and then you cut it on that side. And then it should be even, because I've always struggled with that. See how nice and even that is now? I love it. So I'm going to make this one into a tag. We're going to make a tag. And I want to add a little bit of blue, but I don't know if this is the blue I want. Maybe I can add a little blue polka dot. Just something to match his hat. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'll just do it. Old Craig Crow Creations. Hello. How are you? You used to work at KB Toys. Oh, Marlene. I did not know that. That was my favorite. I mean, I was a Toys R Us kid, but I loved going to KB Toy Stores at the mall. I was at the mall in my area. And they always had like little toys out in the front that you can go play with. It was usually those little like walking dogs or whatever. I love that. That is so funny. I can't believe that. Okay. Bigger hole punch we're going to do, even though it's a smaller tag. Actually, let's do a small one. Hi, Cindy. Okay, we're going to do a little hole punch. This is the one, the smaller setting. And then I'm going to use my twine on this one. And then I think we'll do our Donald. What time is it? I've been on almost an hour. All right. That should be long enough. There's something else I want to do with this, though, that I just thought about. Uh-oh, the timer's going off. My husband's going to be like, dinner's ready. That's okay. I'm here for it, you guys. All right. I go in through the bottom, and then I pull, and there's my tag. You can go in one more time and do like a little tie if you wanted to. But this would be really cute. And here's the thing that I wanted to show you guys that you could do. You could take little beads and put them through charms. You could put those through. Actually, let's just do one so you guys know what I'm talking about. And I think I have some smaller beads. And you could use antique beads. We're going to do let's do a green. We'll keep with the theme. Actually, no, let's do blue. Let's do blue. And this is just a nice little way to like add a little character to your tags. Especially when you use the twine. Okay, really cute. Let's see what I have. obviously you could use Christmas. If it's Christmas. You could use Wally Gator. He was Hanna-Barbera. Oh my gosh, was somebody saying something about that? I remember Wally Gator. You guys can use vintage buttons if you wanted. I was looking to see if there was anything else in here interesting. I'm just going to use, these are my Christmas beads, but there's some gold in here, and I want to bring that gold out in this tag. So I'm going to put 2 in on each side. Let's see, where's my gold? So this is just another way to kind of give your bead, your tag a makeover. Don't go away. I had to cut the end to string it. And then you just tie a knot at the end of it. When I'm done, I'll show you guys because I know it's hard to see. That way your bead's not going anywhere and it's on there. And then I'm going to do a gold and a green. You could even do them with Rusty Bells. You had a book and a stuffed gator. Ah, I remember I was obsessed with, what was that, Mom? It was Hoppy. The Flintstone pet, but it was Barney and Betty's pet. Hoppy. It wasn't Dino, but they were friends. He was very rare. I want to say I still have that stuffed animal. Probably in our storage, Mom. Okay. So, just another little way. And you could put all kinds of colored beads in these, on these. But this tag is super cute. Now, what I would do just to kind of give it that antique look still, you take, and you could stamp on them, you could do whatever. I'm going to use my Distress ink. And I think we'll do one more. We'll do one more and then we'll go. Oh, hold on. I don't know if you guys heard my husband. Just ignore him. I don't know what he's saying. He's in the kitchen cooking. I can't complain. Okay. So we're just going to do a little of this. Just a little bit of distressing. And you can kind of go in and do all those so that your bright colors kind of dull up a little bit if you wanted that. Or you can just kind of blend that in. I don't know. I love that. I'm going to put some buttons on these and I'm going to decorate these a little bit more off camera. Okay. And you could even tie them together too, so you don't have them flopping around. But there's our tag with our beads on it and our little charm. So if there's something that you have that was memento and it broke, you could always put it on a tag and put it in your journal to keep it. That's just another idea I have for you. Just another little idea. All right, you guys. Let's see. I'm trying to see what we have for, I want to do something with our little circles here. Let's see. Let me take these off and I'll show you the pleated thing because this dried already. That's how fast that dries. Look. Cute, right? With the little pleats. You could do that with staples too. I know people don't want to do it, but there's lots of people that have amazing journals and things, and they do it that way. So that's what we have so far. So we have our journaling card, our tag. This is another card, and then a tag. So I know I have 2 more things that I cut out, but I think we're just going to do our Donald and be good for the night. Let's do another journaling card. This time, I'm trying to think what I want to use for it, because I want to use something else other than paper. I think we're just going to use paper because Christy's drawing a blank. You could always use a playing card. You could always use a playing card too. You could always use an index card. I know what we're going to do. These are at Dollar Tree. They're like the little postcard things. I'm going to actually use this one. This is fine. We're going to use this as an example. This will work. We'll make it work. You just kind of make it to your liking. What I'm going to do is, it says Bloom. This will be the back. No. Journaling cards are not a specific size. Obviously, you want it to fit in your pocket. Some people actually just make journaling cards and then they keep them in a little bucket. And then whatever goes with like the vibe of their journal, they just use it that way. But there's nothing, the only thing that really has a regulated size, I would say, Lisa, is an ATC card, which we make here Thursdays. An ATC card, if you want to go out in the trading groups and things, are very specific because they want to keep it in the book and it's supposed to be the size of a baseball card or a playing card. So those are the only ones that you really want to, but I've received ATC cards that are gorgeous and they're bigger than that. And it may be because somebody didn't want to, they wanted to create something bigger. They didn't want to be limited, and that's fine too. But it's not a specific size. You just want to make sure that it's not too large unless you're going to have a large pocket. And I can show you what I mean. If you save some of your envelopes from like your Hallmark cards or whatever, this can be a pocket for you to keep. Like my kids took me out for Mother's Day and I used my card envelope to put like a little pocket here. My kids made up a bingo game that we played at the dinner table. And then I put my Mother's Day card in here. So again, you just want to make sure you fit them in the pocket. Like this one would totally fit in the pocket. And like if you wanted to write more than just something and not mess up your spread, that's why you would use a journaling card. Like I could write a whole story on that day because I still remember it and I love it. And it goes right, it's there. It's there if I decide I want to go back and like relive it. These are very good. Always use your envelopes. It's an amazing thing. Really. The things that you could do with paper. Hi, Nina! Okay, I'm going to leave. I left him in there. I was going to say I'm going to leave him in there, but I like to show everything off at the end. Ah, where'd you go? Ah, there it is. I forgot I was holding it backwards. Okay, so now we're going to do a postcard. This is just a postcard size. I think it's a 4x6, but you can get a pack of all these cool looking things at Dollar Tree right now. So what I'm going to do on the back is I'm going to go ahead and glue this little guest check. Now, I get these off Amazon. If anybody needs a couple, I can mail them to you. I see that. It's such a great idea. I know. I love it. I'm going to take this off because otherwise, so now it fits better. And this is you could either use this side or you could use this side. This allows me lines because I can't write in a straight line, nor can I really draw in a straight line either. So you could use whatever you wanted. They even sell these little library cards. Is Lindsay still here? Lindsay, I have some of these for you, actually. I've been putting this box together for you, and I need to finally get it out to you. But they have like these little library cards that you could buy, and you could write on there. Just something different. Even your shopping list, like your little pads of shopping list, you can put that on the back of your card. I'm just going to show you guys what I mean. And you guys can decorate with this with stickers, whatever you wanted. I didn't even put it on there straight. But now you can journal on that side. So I'm going to put my little circles here, and I'm going to kind of put them with a little bit of these in the back, just so that they kind of pop. Remember what I said about having something there that kind of makes it pop out and stand out. I'm going to actually use my yellow ones for these two. So I have my little bear, and I have my little bird. And this might, you know, this isn't necessarily going to be perfect, but I'm just showing you the ideas. I want you guys to create what you want to create. But yeah, you could use whatever backgrounds. Actually, I kind of like it this way. So let's glue these guys on, because I kind of just, I've had you on here long enough. I kind of just like that. We're just going to go for it. And you guys, don't overthink. That, I think, is the main thing, that if I want to teach you anything here, it's do not overthink it. Because if you guys are overthinking it, that is blocking your own creativity. You are fighting against yourself at that point, instead of just doing that. And here's the thing. If you did it and you don't like it, you can always go back and fix it. You don't have to keep it that way. No one says you have to keep it that way. Now, if you have an old book page and you mess it up, that's the part where definitely pay attention. You could overthink that part a little bit. But again, you can find these at estate sales, thrift stores. Antique Malls has tons of these things, you guys. It keeps them out of the, I almost said the gutter. It keeps them out of the landfill. And it's just, you know, it's just better for the planet, and it I don't know, for me, these little things just mean something. And when something means something to you, you tend to think about it, and it's important to you. And it's good for your mentality. It's good for your mental health. It's a creative outlet. I was saying the other day to my husband, if I only worked at my full-time job and I didn't have this at all, you guys didn't have a craft room or any craft skill, not necessarily skills, because skills is something that you build. You don't necessarily just pop out a perfect crafter, unless you do, and then you're just lucky. But you had practice, right? We all have to make the macaroni noodle necklaces at some point. But you guys know what I mean. I was telling him, if I didn't have this as my outlet, I don't know what I'd do. I think I would be very, in a different mental state. I wouldn't be as happy. I don't know. I don't know how people don't have hobbies. Obviously, crafting is not everybody's hobby, but you need something for an outlet. That's like when my husband, you guys know, I've been gone for 2 weekends. My husband wanted to hang out with, you know, our sister's boyfriend and go to the track. And it was his friend's birthday party, and we wanted to hang out with them. And it's a 3-hour drive, so obviously we stayed over. It was a good outlet for him. It happened to be 2 weekends in a row, but that's okay. I want him to have that. So if I let him, he would just let me have my way all the time, and that wouldn't be cool. So we're just kind of going with funky and bright colors, and we can change a background if we wanted to. And I'm going to add buttons on here, because why not? I'm going to actually use my glue tool for this though. And it didn't plug in, even though I thought it did. Okay. Well, folks, where's my glue? Let's try the tacky glue for this one, shall we? Oh my goodness. I'm getting a notification from my favorite thrift store about their sale they're having tomorrow. No, thank you. I'm not going out in this weather if I don't have to. I was so mad because I forgot to get gas when it was warmer here the other day, and now I refuse to go out. So I'm just kind of matching up with his scarf here, and then matching up with some of this background, and that's what I'm going to do with these guys. So now I have a pretty card front with books, and you can even use your old childhood books if it's something that you don't want to keep intact. And now I have a journaling piece at the back. So there you go. There's another one. Real quick, I'm done here. I'm going to show you guys what we did. Let me move my buttons because I just see this jar falling. Robbie, what are you laughing at? I don't even know what I said, girl. Oh my goodness. I love when you guys come on here and hang out with me, even though I'm acting like, I'm going a little crazy. Mama just needs some dinner. It's been a while since I ate. So I tend to ramble. Okay, so I will try to make a video with this little guy, but just to kind of recap, this is what we have made. So we made our bigger journal card where you write your memories, and this would go like in a larger envelope. Again, our postcard size journal cards, and you can put a grocery list. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. Grocery list, whatever you want on the back to journal on. We have this little tag, which we put little beads on, because of course that's a cute little thing to do. Keeps them out of the gutter. Oh gosh, your comment came in so late. But yes, I know I did say that. See, my mind goes to the gutter sometimes. And then we have our little tag, which again, you can put a picture or a little story back here. Your journaling should tell a story, basically, and you want to make yourself enough room to tell it. I'm so glad I found you in this group. Oh, thank you, Christy. That's going to make me cry, girl. Don't say that. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. And then our little journaling card here. So you guys tell me which one was your favorite and which ones do you see you trying. I want you guys to get creative with your own minds because in here is kind of scary sometimes. But before we go, I want to show you what I'm working on. And you guys may have seen this before, but I'm giving it a try because I'm trying to do a Etsy drop by the end of the week before Valentine's Day. And I will ship it right out. I'm trying to get them to where I will ship them out like the same day. And this will be part of the drop if I can get them done. I'm glad I found you also. Oh, that's so great, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. My poor husband has to hear how happy I am and who was on tonight, and he's very interested all the time. So you guys, I took a Candyland board game, and I'm making some Candyland journals. And if this is a tutorial that you would like to see, I would love to show it to you. She is not complete, obviously. I'm still working on her. But I just took the board game. These are the smaller board games. And we are going... Oh, Lisa, you love the tag. And then I'll probably put one of the labels from the game board on this one. But these will come with matching charms. Because your girl thinks she can stay up 24 hours and craft all the time. But I'm hoping to at least get one done for the Etsy drop, if not both. And even so, even if I don't make it by Friday, I will probably be working on it this weekend because I'm not going anywhere. I told my husband. So that is going to be part of my next drop. And then I have my little hearts with my baby journals. So I'm going to post when I get some completed and done, I'm going to post a video with everything to show you guys. And then I'll be putting it in my Etsy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our tags. Next Tuesday, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Obviously, it will be journal related. So we'll continue on. And we may make another journal card. So if you guys do any of this, feel free to message me. I'd love to share it or post it on the page. But anyway, I'm going to go have some dinner. I hope you guys have a wonderful night and stay nice and warm. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye, guys.